Hey everyone, it's me again. Today we're going to talk about Tribunal. Again, this is for the game Beat the King on iOS and Android. And we're going to be talking about the Tribunal daily event that goes on. Once you get to the level where you unlock it, which I don't remember off the top of my head right now, you will have the ability to come into Tribunal every day and do dispatches with your retainers against other people in your server. If you do 4 dispatches a day, then you get a daily activity done that gets you rewards for that. Every time you dispatch, you have to wait at least an hour in between those dispatches, unless you use a challenge or a hunt, which we'll talk about in a moment. Once you've completed your 4, if you have a token, then you can also do additional dispatches. So you could do up to 8, I think, at the first level a day. You get 4 extra. And that amount of extra goes up as your level goes up in the game. So when you come into Tribunal here, you will have a retainer. Hey, should I resist Yuki's retainers? And I'm going to permit him. And now I come up here, and you can see this one is fairly powerful. I might be able to get through some of these. But let's talk about stats, right? So overall aptitude, 1,487 on this retainer. So that aptitude is the attack power that my retainer has against other retainers. That's how aptitude factors into Tribunal. So attributes, they also factor in. So the overall amount of attribute that my retainer has is going to set its defense and how hard it is for other retainers to attack back and kill it. Okay. Now you can do buffs, so you get an interim buff at the beginning before you attack anybody that you can either use 3 of the little green circles, or you can pay gold to buff your attack by 50, 100, or 150%. And this is going to continue to come up every time you defeat a retainer. You will have the ability to spend 1 green circle on a level 1 buff, or 2 on a level 2 buff, or gold on a level 3 buff. But I'll show you that in a minute. There is also, once you get to the right VIP level, I believe it's VIP 6, you have the ability to have a 1-tap hunt. And when you hit that, you can choose buffs that it's going to buy every single time, just so you know. Every time a retainer is defeated, it will automatically just buy whatever the primary or intermediate or advanced buff is, whatever you choose. You can only choose 1. But every time it will go, and it will just automatically do the battles in a split second. It's going to randomly choose retainers from the 3 that are listed each round, and it'll keep going until you're dead. So let's hit this first one up, and I'm not going to do any buffs because this person happens to be in my alliance, and I don't want to destroy their points. Alright, so you can see their overall aptitude is 160, so they don't have a lot of attack compared to me. And there's also a skip button that comes in at a certain VIP level as well. So I can skip it, and I get 2 Tribunal points, 2 book XP, and 1 of the little green dots. So every time you win a round in the regular dispatches, you get 2 points towards your Tribunal ranking. The person that you're facing loses 1 point. So if you make it through 10 dispatches, you get 20 points, and they lose 10 points. The only time this differs is if you use a hunt, and if you use a token of hunt and you hunt somebody specific instead of doing a random dispatch, then for every win you gain 2 points and they lose 2 points. Letters of challenge work the same as a regular dispatch, and you gain 2 points and they lose 1. And so my temporary buffs come up, and I have the choice. I can purchase. I'll do an attack buff, and we'll hit the next one. And it goes right on through, and it continues. And you can gain health, you can gain attack, and you can gain skills through this. What skills do is skills give you a better chance of making a critical hit and doing more damage per during the battle. So you're upping your chances of having a critical hit. Actually, you know what? I can't remember exactly. It's either the chances of having a critical hit or the amount of damage done during a critical hit. But either way, I believe it's upping the chances of having a critical hit. I'll have to look that up and I'll put it in the description, or I'll edit the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a one tap, and I'm not going to do any buffs. And I made it through 26 retainers. And I had already defeated 2, which means that I got through 28 retainers, really. So let's see, 20 is 40, 48. I got 56 points. Oh, I got 52 points. My math is a little bad. I gained 68 XP, book XP. I gained 32 skill XP. And I got 26 of the little green circles. And I also got 2 tokens for dispatch. And this is what you use to do additional dispatches above and beyond what your daily limit is of 4. And now I have a countdown to reset of an hour until I can use the next one. But that's only for random dispatches. So what I can also do is I can go into here, which is the messages, and I can see who has hit me, right? And how many retainers they took down and everything. And then if I go over to enemy, I can revenge. So if I revenge, I can use a token of challenge to challenge that person back, and I can do that as many times as I want to for as many tokens of challenge as I want to. There's no time limit, there's no cooldown, there's nothing. And I can also hunt. So if I took the ID, the player ID of one of these people, let's say I didn't have a token of challenge and I wanted to hunt instead, I could enter that ID, and once they pop up, I can hunt them. So when you're setting up for Tribunal, as you're coming up through the game, we talked about this a little bit during the building power video, but you want to pick just a few retainers as you're building your retainers. And, you know, your core group of 4 like we talked about. And if you haven't seen the other video, I suggest you watch it. But those are going to be the ones that you level, right? Other ones you're not going to level. Let's see if I have any newbies here. I do not. But retainers with a level of higher than 59. So once they hit level 60, they are available to be dispatched in Tribunal. If they are level 59 or below, they will not come up to a random dispatch. So you want to keep the retainers that you're not working on, that are not powerful, you want to keep them at level 59 and below, so that you can then only have your more powerful retainers show up in dispatch, and you can get more from your free dispatches without having to use tokens and letters. And you can save your hunts and your challenges for alliance tribunals or cross-server tribunals and stuff like that, to then be able to do more damage to other alliances or other servers in order to get better rewards and higher spots in those kinds of cross-server matches, right? Because cross-server and alliance always has better rewards. There's not a lot of rewards to just basic Tribunal, other than book XP and skill XP. And then you have your rankings here, where you can see, and if you really wanted to be on top, then you could sit here and you could pick people above you and hunt them to bring their points down and bring your points up and all that. In my own opinion, it's just not really worth it. You're not really gaining all that much. It's much better to save your challenges and your hunts for actual events where you get rewards. I think that's about all I have on Tribunal. If you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe. Let me know if there's a specific one you want to see. I'm doing these about once a week, more if I can. There's going to be 2 or 3 videos this week just because I have extra time and I want to get some videos on the channel. But let me know if there's a specific aspect that you want to really know about the game. Leave comments on anything I can do better. and get out there and get some points.